Yo, what is up, my fellow Zenless Zone Zero gamers? Evelyn is coming out very soon, and I'm going to talk about her as well. But we are doing a updated version 1.5 tier list review here with Silver Soldier, Anby, and Trigger on the way in 1.6, but it's been a minute since I've done a tier list review on my thoughts and stuff. I'll be doing my own while also reviewing the Pride one that we have right here, because I do like how they set up their tier list, and I like giving my takes and stuff on that as well. We've got some crazy bang boo gameplay in the top right. You just listening to me, you want to see focus on something else. But without further ado, let's get right into it. So starting off here, let's see what they have in the change log currently. They have Ashley out added to the tier list. They have Piper moving up. They moved down my GOAT Soldier 11. Do they know? Interesting. Haramasa. They've ranked Haramasa, but he's a character that isn't for everyone. Okay, and then Expert Tag. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with the Soldier 11. We'll see though. I'll try to remove my bias as the Soldier 11 guy. I'll try to remove my bias here. Let's see what they have going on. Here. Okay, so tier list right now. They have for DPS Miyabi at the very top. Obviously, very true. Bernice, Jane, Yanagi, and Juyu N. Okay, and then tier 1 we have Ellen, Piper. Tier 1.5 with Haramasa, Soldier 11, and then Tier 2 we have Grace, Nekomata, and then Tier 3 the B team we have Anton, Billy, and Corin. Man, I almost just died. Anyways, I hope they make a character like Corin that is stronger. I think Corin's gameplay is really cool. It's very satisfying to just buzzsaw into someone, and she's also kind of like a pseudo dazer. The problem with Corin is Julian kind of just does the same thing in terms of being a attacker that all of their damage comes from doing the stun. She's kind of like that. You go in, her EX does like 1,000,000 damage, her ult does 1,000,000 damage, except it's Corin, so it doesn't really do 1,000,000 damage, but you get what I'm saying. My takes on this tier 0.5 and tier 1, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like Piper, this might be a crazy take, I'm not being gonna lie. Piper, low-key, should not be in the same tier as Ellen. Either Ellen has to move down, or Piper needs to move up, but I don't think Piper is in the same tier as Jane, Yanagi, or anything. So I low-key think that Ellen's got to move down. I'm going to be honest. Ellen is not that far from Soldier 11. Like, let's get real, okay? I got to be honest. Okay? I love Ellen, But Soldier 11 guy, hey, I just cleared the newest Shield where they did an HP, like a mega HP booster, and I was still pumping. Hey, I was still pumping. And I scuffed my rotation twice on it. So, like, hey, all I'm saying. Like, I don't think Ellen, she's doing the worst, but she definitely going down patch by patch. Ellen is 100% going down, I'm going to be honest. And, yeah, I'm going to be honest, Piper, she's kind of the anomaly GOAT, That's just how it is. Anomaly they just kind of smurf on everything. I think Ellen definitely needs to move down with Soldier 11. You guys thought I was going to say Soldier 11 should move up? Nope. I told you guys I could ruin my bias, man. Okay? I love Soldier 11, okay? If I was in the bias, I'd say, hey, Soldier 11, just put her in tier 0. No, that would be crazy. I'd say, like, put her in, like, 0.5 if I was being really, really outrageous with the Soldier 11 agenda. Dude, look at the downfall of Grace, though. Holy. The downfall of Grace. Actually insane. She just got power creeped, like, 4 patches in a row. Like, that is insane. But yeah, biggest thing for DPS, Ellen moves down easily. I don't think Ellen's in the same tier as Piper. Piper can be played with Miyabi. Like, I think that's all you gotta say. Piper can be played with Miyabi. She can be played with all of these anomaly characters. She has Lucy. Polkara's not out, so we won't talk about Polkara. But, if you know, you know. Yeah. Let's talk about stun. Also, if you don't know, previously in the tier list, Pride One used to have a DPS and then anomaly DPS, but now they changed it to now it's just DPS, stun, and support, which is a good change, I would say. I think that's a good change. Stun characters, not really much to talk about here. Lighter, Chingy, yep, they're kind of the goats. Light Cone, he's 0.5, he doesn't do as much as Lighter and Chingy. Chingy gives you the insane stun multiplier, and then Lighter is huge for fire and ice DPS. I think Lighter is going to be pretty timeless, I'm not going to lie. He's going to be good for Evelyn, who's coming up. Any future fire characters, he's going to be good for them as well. He's good for stunning. He's a pseudo DPSer as well. Lighter actually does a good amount of damage. He's kind of the GOAT. And then Chingy, I think Chingy's fall off, though, will definitely happen. Chingy's fall off is happening soon, especially with Trigger coming out. Now, I don't want to go too deep into that, but I think Chingy will not age as well as Lighter. I think Lighter will age like wine, and Chingy might age like milk. Now, I could eat on that, but I do think Chingy is more creepable in the fact that she is just a stun multiplier, and she stuns fast, while Lighter is he gives you a ton of buffs, and he does res shred, and those are good stats you want to get, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, Light Cone, Lycone's also a pretty decently aged guy, but, hey, all it took was Lighter. All it took was a rate-up guy to have Res Shred. That's what I'm saying for Chingy. Like, imagine if Chingy had, like, some Res Shred or something else in her kit. I think that would help her out. But the fact that she's really just stun and damage multiplier, that can get beat out easily. You know how Hoyo does it in these games, let's be honest. Kaleda, yeah, Kaleda is fair to be in Tier 1, and then Ambi in 0.5. She is below Kaleda. Kaleda stuns really fast. That is about it. Holy, Ben Bigger all the way at Tier 3. They got this man in support. Yeah, unfortunate for Ben Bigger, man. I really want them to do more team-up characters, though. Ben Bigger has a very unique kit. It just has no use. That's the problem. Like, anything Ben Bigger could do, now we have Kaleda can do what Ben Bigger does better, Lighter does what Ben Bigger does better, Lucy does what Ben Bigger does better, and Caesar does what Ben Bigger does better. And those guys all do different things, but they do what Ben Bigger could potentially add to a team. Like, the only way to really play Ben nowadays, I feel like, is if you just really want to meme around, you build him as like a DPS, That's the same. It's the same problem with Corrin. Corrin's like a pseudo DPS stunner because she has a lot of days values on her multipliers, but it doesn't really matter because you don't really need that when you can just do the other characters, So it's just unfortunate. And then lastly, we have the support tab here. Astriao is 100% the GOAT. Now, I am going to say something that I've been saying on the previous tier list, and I still agree with this. Astriao and Caesar are insane, but I think Lucy and Nicole still have tier 0 value. I'm going to say it. I think they do. I don't think Rena is there, but I 100% think Nicole and Lucy can own in the tier. They can own their slot in tier 0 easily. Easily. And I stand on that. Let me know what you guys think about that. I think they should be in tier 0. I'm going to say it. And if anything, Lucy 0.5, Nicole tier 0, Rena tier 1, Seth Sokaku tier 1.5. If anything, I think that. But yeah, besides that, we do have Trigger, Silver Soldier Ambi, Poker coming out. I think that's going to have some changes coming out here. They also have an eye on Bernice. I think that means that they may move her down potentially in the future. They're looking at maybe potentially moving her down. But I think Bernice has a lot of age as well because she's an off-field disorder character. You don't need Bernice, but she's pretty good to have if you want to do off-field anomalies with the character. Besides that though, that is my thoughts on the tier list. I was going to make my own, but I don't have that many swaps I want to do really. Honestly, I'm just going to restate my thoughts right here at the end. I think that Ellen should move down to Soldier 11. I think that Piper should be solo in tier 1, if anything. These are fine down here. Stun, Chingy probably is going to move down in the future, which will also make Light Cone move down. And then supports, like I just said, Lucy and Nicole, I think they can be tier 0 easily. But if they don't both move to tier 0, 100%, I do not move on this. Nicole is tier 0 still. I do not care. Move to Nicole to tier 0 easily. And, yeah, that is my takes on that. Also, I don't think, no, one more. I don't think Seth is in the same tier as Sokaku, I'm going to be honest. Seth is 4. The only reason you play Seth current day is with Jaina. That's it. And as we get more and more characters, it's going to keep moving down. I think Seth moves down one, and I've learned Seth. I've learned how to play Seth and everything. I'm gonna be honest. I've learned like how to play through his quote unquote clunkiness and stuff. A lot of it is actually like a well designed kit on the stuff you're supposed to do. A lot of the timings on the stuff he does is actually calculated because of the anomaly buildup it will do on the enemy. And a lot of people don't know that he can cancel enemy attacks and stuff. He can have an attack go through while he's not even on field that you would have had to charge up on field normally. A lot of people don't know that as well. Even with all of that, I think he's below Sakaku, and the only reason because of that is Miyabi. I mean, not even because of like Ellen, like Light Cone or like anything. I think literally Sakaku only can be above him because of Miyabi. I think she supports such a higher tier character than Seth does that he's got to move down. Besides that, though, I think that is going to be it for my thoughts on this tier list here. If I had to be honest, let me know what you guys think. This is my Zenless Zone Zero version 1.5 tier list. I actually want to get some people and discuss about this too. If you don't know, my version 1.2 tier list, we discussed with Rivenus, I Went to Lose, Kana, Goba. Goba doesn't do Zenless content anymore. He just moved to just mainly HSR, but that was really chill. So shout out to all of them. I'm gonna see if they're down to do a group tier list discussion on this. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't know. But I stream every day on Twitch, twitch.tv/gib. Appreciate you watching the video, and I'll see you later. Goodbye.